show my nipples. God damn it. Today I'm going to talk about, what's today's date? It's 11th of July 2017. It's a Tuesday. It's 5:38 p.m. Today I'm going to talk about Netflix in general and a show that just came out, which is called not Resident Evil. Where is it? Shit, don't even know the name of the Castlevania. Yep, Castlevania from Netflix. Why is it freaking? Somebody's turned on the water heater in the shower. Who's sleeping in the shower now? Fuck. Must be my dad. It makes the light flicker, quite distracting. So Castlevania, Netflix. I'm going to talk about Netflix before I jump into Castlevania, whether it's good or not. Before that, I'll go into something else actually. Let me get all the props ready first. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Let me get my thoughts ready. Okay, Castlevania. A lot of people. I've never played the game before. I think it's a NES game or Nintendo Electronic Stimulation. I think it's called NES. What's this? Hubba Lena Anderson. Oh my. Okay, I was distracted. Shit. First time watching this. Lena Anderson. Not bad looking actually. From Mad Art X. Yeah. Castlevania, a lot of reviewers that I've watched and followed through the years, like Angry Video Game Nerd, or AGN, I think it's abbreviated to. He has praised the game a lot, and from there I learned about what is Castlevania. It's a side scroller. You go around as Belmont, whatever. So you go side scroller, pew with a whip thingy, and go up there to kill Dracula, and from there to race back somewhere else, you know, retrace his steps upside down, something like that. And there's a map of it. You can see the whole map, which is, well, it's a whole map, so who cares? I think that's how it goes. It's been years since I've watched anything related to the Angry Game Nerd. It was quite entertaining when I first stumbled upon YouTube itself, but nowadays not so much. I don't think Angry Game Nerd is doing all the games for those old consoles. I think they already exhausted all of the catalog for all these shitty games. When I go and watch Angry Game Nerd, the guy, which is under the YouTube name Cinemassacre I follow to hear their reviews, or his particular review of a show like Godzilla and whatnot. I think the guy, the creator, the Angry Game Nerd, is James Rolfe, I think his name. Of course, there are a lot of controversies involving him when he said he's not going to watch those Ghostbuster female movie. He was involved in some controversy, and it's quite interesting because he said he's not going to watch it because, well, he has his reasons. Not a feminist, not sexist reasons, but because it does not intrigue him, so he's not going to watch it. So that is my exposure to Castlevania. I do not know about the story at all. So I'm jumping in to this Castlevania from Netflix raw. I did not watch any trailers at all. I did not know that it was coming out. Maybe I did know, or did like there's a little bird that came to my ear and whispered to me, but I can't remember when or where or how I come to know about this property that's going to be developed or released by Netflix. So that's as far as Castlevania goes. I know Alucard. Alucard is a name, and it's spelled backwards of the name Dracula. So you got the name Dracula, you spell it backwards, you get Alucard. Alucard is another character, I think, from Castlevania. Castlevania also had a rejuvenation from the side-scroller to a 3D type of game, thanks to the efforts of Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear Solid fame. That one I did not hear much about, but it's a 3D Castlevania game, and that's about all the Castlevania things that I know of. Now we go into Netflix. Netflix overall generally is positive. It's pretty good. It's a type of subscription based internet TV thing, I think. Wait, is that how it goes, Netflix? I'm not sure about Netflix. In Malaysia, it is not called Netflix, it's called iFlix. So they rebranded the name, or changed the name to iFlix and not Netflix, as to not confuse Netflix of America to Netflix of Malaysia. So if you subscribe to Netflix, aka iFlix, and you have a fast broadband, that means you can watch TV that's provided by Netflix, or watch programs, TV programs, movies, whatever that is provided by Netflix. So it's internet based. If your TV in your TV lounge or TV room is connected to the broadband, then you can watch your TV there, watch your Netflix there too. There's a term called Netflix and chill. That means you will tell a girl, hey, let's go and Netflix and chill. That means you want to go and fuck at home. And you tell that to a girl in a bar. Okay, get her subsequently drunk. Then you tell her Netflix, let's go and Netflix and chill. That means let's go to my house to be raped, something like that. So Netflix, let's go into the part where they produce their own shows. The first thing that I encountered from Netflix is, well, wait, I had an idea now. What's that? American Gods. American Gods is from Netflix, right? Oh, if American Gods is from Netflix, it's pretty good. Netflix can be considered rivaling HBO in terms of quality, in terms of the production that is very good. The CGI is pretty good as well. You know, HBO, where it is the home of The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, and other fun stuff, fun nudie stuff. You know, I love HBO because they don't give a shit about nudity. If they want to show a cock and it is vital to the eye candiness and the plot of the show, they will show it. If they need to say a lot of fuck words, they will fuck it. They will say it. What's Lena Anderson doing? Oh, she's stroking her vagina, her vajayjay. Nice. While showing her kabush, or maybe a flat chest. But yeah, Netflix is very good in terms of production and TV quality, rivaling HBO. HBO was very good for a few years and is still pretty good, but Netflix is catching up. First thing that I watched from Netflix, their TV site, was, I think, Daredevil. There are 2 seasons to Daredevil, right? I watched Daredevil season 1 and season 2. I watched, what's that, the rapey show, what's it called already, involving that superhero that fucked a black dude, a black man, another black superhero. Fuck it, I don't remember. I did not watch Iron Fist because it had terrible reviews. It's a snore fest and they have whitewashed the characters, so I'm not gonna watch Iron Fist ever. I forgot about the female superhero. What's her name? And it stars the former Doctor Who star as the villain. Is it called the Purple Man, who can control people and has raped the super heroine? I forgot already this title, the female superhero from Netflix. But I'm awaiting the Punisher from Netflix. I am very curious to whether they will make a good story. You know how this Netflix how they actually release their videos? They release it one lump sum. That means when the due date has arrived, they will release the whole season. Means if this season has 10 episodes, they will release 10 episodes there and then. They do not go by a weekly trickle down effect or weekly schedule, 1 episode per week. No, they don't do that. That's good, because when you watch this show and after a week, you probably won't watch it again if it does not grab you by the balls. It's, how you would say, if it piques your interest, you will want to watch it again. I mean, you want to watch the next episode just after watching the first episode. So there's no 1 week lull. If there's a 1 week lull, chances are you'll forget about what happened last episode and you won't watch the second episode or the subsequent episodes later on if it does not really crush your balls or grab you by the balls. So Netflix, their distribution is different. It's web based or internet based, and they release all of their shows at one go, the whole season at one go. So it's not a weekly type of show. It's just, here, have it all, have it at you, take it all. If you want to watch the whole 10 episodes in one night, you can do that. Here you go. The problem with Netflix shows is it can be boring. This happened to me in regards to maybe Daredevil, except for the second season Daredevil, which had the Punisher. The Punisher was the most interesting part of the season 2 Daredevil. After Punisher has left season 2 of Daredevil, it became boring. And that's the super heroine show, which I've forgotten the name of, I skipped through the episodes. It was boring. It was boring. Oh, and the big black dude. All these properties are Marvel based. I only watch the Marvel Netflix shows. So the third one, which is is it Black Thunder? No, it's not Black Thunder. What's his name? The black dude with the supposed to have bracelets, but he does not have it. What's that show? What's it called? I've forgotten the name of the big black dude from Netflix, superhero. That one is also snooze fest. So I just skipped the. Actually, I did not. I think I watched until episode 5. Then I stopped watching. Yeah. All of them are good. The production is good. It's only maybe the pacing. Yeah, most likely the pacing makes you lose interest. I think they have a contract whereby when they announce it as we have 12 episodes per season, they're going to use all 12 of the episodes. They're going to fill it up. The problem is it gets really boring at the last part of it, before the conclusion. Conclusion is, of course, can be exciting, but after the first half of it, leading towards the conclusion, it is boring. It just does not hold your interest. You already build the character from here. That's the interesting part. But what you do with the character once you have established the character is boring until the climax or the end. That's the weakness of Netflix from my point of view. It does not grab me by the balls. They already have two properties: the female girl heroine for Marvel, which I forgot the name of, and the big black dude. So two of these properties, and of course Daredevil can be considered also quite boring. Two of these properties have not like sustained my interest enough to warrant me staying or watching the whole season. So that is always the weakness of these Marvel Netflix properties. They are good in concept, but if they have 12 episodes, that means they have 12 hours of content to tell. 12 hours, man. Every episode is almost 1 hour. You have to justify why I should give 1 hour of my life to watch your show. If your show is boring, I'm not going to watch it. Iron Fist, the reviews were pretty bad. I'm not going to watch that. So you already lost my interest. Netflix is good. Okay, it is good, but it can be boring. Another property which has a lifespan of 2 seasons is called Sense8. The first time I watched Sense8 is by the Wachowski brothers or sisters or siblings. Normally, the Wachowskis were 2 brothers. One had a sex change and became a sister, not the holier than thou sister or of some religion called Christianity, which is shit. Yeah, makes me hate Christianity after watching this show called Castlevania from Netflix. So Sense8 was very good. First season, oh my god, pretty exciting, from the Wachowski's brothers, siblings, the Wachowski's siblings of the Matrix fame. Yeah, the Matrix fame. If you think that the Matrix wasn't awesome, that means you are too young. Yeah, you're too young already. If you were my generation and when you watch, I think I experience, not watch, experience the Matrix movie when I was in maybe university, or was it in Form 6, I'm not sure. When I was maybe in my 20s, I'm not sure actually. Maybe 18 years old, 17, I'm not sure. It's just like imprint something. Wow, holy shit, when you watch the Matrix, holy shit, it's almost at the same level as Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was awe-inspiring. The Matrix was awe-inspiring. I wouldn't put Saving Private Ryan at the same level because that was horrific because of the deaths and gruesome depiction of real life war. So Jurassic Park was at this level similar to the Matrix. That's how great the Matrix was when you first watched it. During my time, the special effects, the slow motion, oh my god, it was so awesome. The philosophy, wow, so awesome. Oh my god, it's just mind-breaking. Effects are mind-breaking, the philosophy is very good, and it just like open up a can of worms or a can of vajijs or vaginas for you to savor and licky. So what was I saying? Sense8. It's exciting. It's pretty good from Netflix. I think it was done by Netflix, right? Sense8 is good. It's exciting. And even though it says, it has only like 10 even though they say it has only like, even though there's like 10 episodes or 10 hours worth of content, I wanted more. I wanted more after the first season. Unfortunately, I did not watch the second season. Oops. When it dropped the 10 episodes, when it dropped the second season 10 episode thing, when it dropped, I just like, I did not watch it. And Maybe because after such a long lull between season 1 and season 2, the interest faded away, and also the information that there will never be a season 3 because the show was cancelled because it was too expensive. Per episode it was more than, I'm not sure, 10 million US dollars, I think. It is a very nice show. It looks great. The effects are great. There are a lot of characters that you might like, but it's too darn expensive, so they did not continue it. And I'm not interested in watching the second season if there was no continuation. There won't be a third season because it will be cancelled abruptly and the story is not finished, so I'm not going to watch it. But Sense 8 is good. The first season is good. I enjoyed it. I think it's from Netflix. I hope it's from Netflix. If Sense 8 is not from Netflix, that means I've really wasted quite a number of my minutes on it. So Netflix in general can be very good, but can be very boring because you can lose interest in a property quickly if the story is not that interesting. So let's go back into this Castlevania. Finally, after 21 minutes, finally it has happened to me. I'm running out of my face and I cannot describe it. So Castlevania, go in raw, and it is pretty good. The first time that what prompted me to get the review copy of Castlevania torrents? What prompted me to... What's she doing? Oh my god. Okay, what did I say? I lost my train of thought. Shit. Castlevania, right? I'm talking about. Oh fuck, I forgot already. I think I'm just talking about Netflix and that's about it. Netflix is good. Go watch it. Just choose your properties from Netflix wisely because it might be quite dull. I'm waiting The Punisher. Nah, I ran out of steam already, so I don't think I'll do Castlevania now. Maybe later, or maybe I should just do a very fast talk about Castlevania in general. You know why the... Okay, we better turn this MadRx video off because it's really distracting me. I've forgotten what I was trying to say. What makes... Now I forgot already what I was talking about. Castlevania. Castlevania is only 4 episodes long, the first season. It's short, thank God. Each episode is 30 minutes. So it's not as bloated as the rest of the Netflix family shows, which is like 10 hours per season. This one is just about 1 hour and 20 minutes, 1 hour and 10 minutes season 1. Okay, season 1 consists of 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's shorter than a movie. So 4 episodes, interesting. 4 episodes. So go and get the review copy. I got my review copy and I watched the comments of this Castlevania because it suddenly popped up inside this torrent search engine. So I just, Castlevania? Is it a game or is it something else? Then I look at the review. Oh, it's pretty good. The comment says it's pretty good. So, okay, go and watch it. And it was pretty good. 8 stars out of 10. 8 stars out of 10. And you know why it's good? Because the story is good. And it's written by Warren Ellis. Warren Ellis, I think it's Warren Ellis. Warren Ellis is quite famous in the comic industry because he did, not sure what he did actually. I think he did 100. No, not 100 bullets. Something else. Never mind, it's good stuff. He did a comic about superheroes in the future. It consists of 4 people. One is like a god who always wears white, and the rest. One is a sun god who's gay, and there's a midnight fella, a guy with a cape It looks like Batman, who's gay as well. So both this sun god, and this Batman like character, they are like fucking each other anally. What's that thing called? Anal sex? Yeah. Anal sex, analingus. So two of them are doing the nasties involving fecal matter, or cave that's filled with fecal matter, and a snake going into it to explore and spit saliva into that said cave. And there's a fourth one. The fourth one, I'm not sure who it is. Can't remember. But the comic was pretty good. If I had time, if I had interest, I would go and explore all these comics, because by now the storyline would have finished. The name of the comic by Warren Ellis is called The Authority. Yep, Authority. The Authority. It's pretty good. So the writer is good, and you have only 4 episodes to not fuck up. So 4 episodes that are very short, it really retained my interest. One of the things that the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the real action movies, was pretty weak at was a sympathetic, believable, strong villain. Thanos is just in the background, haha, here's my glove, here's my face, I'm Josh Brolin. He's nothing, he's a blank slate, it's bullshit. He's not a strong villain, not yet. And all the villains in all those separate movies wasn't that strong, except for Captain America. The third one is called what? They had that guy, the German villain guy thingy, who was supposed to be the guy who can in the comics mimic people or can get the skills easily. Bruno, I think his name, not the Borat Bruno fella. Von Braun. Fuck it. Okay. Captain America, the third movie, the villain was pretty good. Caused Iron Man to fight Captain America. That villain is pretty fleshed out, pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. So you have to have a very good villain to make it much, to make the stakes much more bloody. Stakes, you get it? Not the one that you eat. Stakes, through the heart. Dracula, get it? So they made Dracula a bit more sympathetic. In the first few minutes already, we kind of like Dracula, okay? Unfortunately, it turned into something else. It was very dark. Holy shit. Suddenly the wife gets burned alive. Ugh. I thought Dracula is going to come and rescue, but whoopsie doopsie, his wife dies. It was kind of like, romantic. Maybe we get to watch what happens. It get romantic, something like Beauty and the Beast, but it just jumps straight into the burning of the witch, unfortunately. And the tavern scene between Belmont and the 3 peasants, it was quite funny and interesting. It's pretty good actually, I liked it. The dialogue is pretty okay, not bad. It's not that bad. The art style is pretty okay too. And thank God. You know why? Because I think Netflix is an American property, so I guess I'm not sure the anime. Oh no more time. Shit. Different SD card now.